Hey guys, what's going on? Robin here with AriesFireTarot. Welcome here to my channel. I'm doing a theme week with magical unicorn oracle cards. So here's this deck, and Thursdays is the day I use the butterfly oracle card deck. This is going to be I was going to say private reading, but it's not a private reading. Your daily tarot card reading. This is going to be for Thursday, June 24th. I'm having a bit of a conundrum how I'm going to work this with two oracle cards, but I'm just going to do my thing. I'm going to pull a butterfly oracle. This is going to be for all zodiac signs, by the way. All right, so I'm going to shuffle the deck. I'm going to show you guys the card, and then I'm going to go on a pause and look it up in the, I need to open the companion book here to find the message. But I'm also being guided to, okay, I'm just going to pull the card. I'm not going to show you guys. And I'm also going to do a deck cut for the magical unicorn. And I'm going to pull the card and I'm not going to show you guys. Then I'm going to go on a pause and work my magic over here, as it were. And I'll be back in a jiffy. Okay, so I'm back, and angel number 111 just rolled up, you guys, and actually that was a perfect timing for a pause because Lacey lost her mind barking as soon as I went on a pause. So the card that I pulled is decisions, okay? And I know it's a little bit bright, but I need to be able to read the companion book. Can you hear her? Yeah, I know. So this says you drew this card because you're wrestling with a decision and are unsure which way to go. Your divine guidance has been attempting to show you the best path. So you already have the answer in your heart. Deep down, you know the right direction, yet fears are holding you back from taking action based on this. Is that wise or vice? Wise resolution is kind of like yesterday's reading where I was saying you got to wake up and decide the flow of your day and how powerful you are every morning, and take control of your thoughts. So this card reminds you to trust your inner knowingness and ask yourself, which path brings me closer to my life purpose? What would love do in this situation? I actually love that so much. Like, listening to your heart is so important, you guys. There's a brain in your heart. You might want to research that if it sounds a little bit weird. I just have something in my eye. Hold on. That was uncomfortable. But anyway, yeah, ask your heart. What would love do? That's just brilliant advice. You can't go wrong when you make decisions out of love. Sometimes this card appears because you've been avoiding making a necessary decision. Yeah, I mean, that's tough too. If so, you are being reminded that not making a decision is a decision. And that's what the Two of Swords energy presents. It's like where you're like, well, I don't want to move forward, but then the universe is just going to decide, you know? And you could either win or lose. So at least make your own choices. Don't let anybody else or the universe make your decisions for you. Since you've decided to allow things to remain the same. Similarly, if you're trying to choose between two options, there may very well be a better third option for you. That's interesting. Additional meanings. Pray for clear guidance. Notice and trust the signs. So signs, you guys are receiving like feathers on your path. You could see what particular message is related to, you know, if you find a black feather or a white feather or a gray feather. Synchronicities like hearing songs on the radio that remind you of someone or a certain situation. Angel numbers, which can be repeating numbers, or they could be any sequence of numbers that leap out at you. There's so many signs that you could be getting from the universe, and you have to trust them. You know, this is where you just ask yourself from your heart, am I going in the right direction? And your higher self will give you a solid yes or a solid no, and they will say it immediately to you. So I love this card. Like, decide what you want to do with your life and for yourself. You know, you can actually, and I write lists all the time. You can do pros and cons. You can just whatever. I find that asking other people for advice can be either super helpful or not helpful at all. So sometimes it's better to work things out on your own and sort of try to see which way, like, where could my life go if I make this decision right now, you know, like really consider things. And I think sometimes a gut reaction or a snap decision can be really helpful, but not always. And I'm going to pull this. Oh, this is really interesting because I was saying that, you know, maybe you want to talk to somebody, okay? And maybe you need to do some sort of a discussion with your angel guides, your higher self, the magical unicorns. Unicorns are actually spirit guides from the 7th dimension. So you might want to have a chat with them. Or you could have somebody that will just listen to you as you work out your decisions. Just say, hey, I really need to talk to you, but I don't want advice. I just need to be able to speak my thoughts out loud. Or what is your opinion? And consider that very carefully. Just don't take somebody else's word about your life as gospel, because it has to be your word that you listen to as gospel. Does that make sense? This says true friends stick together no matter what. So you probably do have somebody that you could have a really careful conversation with, and then you might have an idea to help you make that decision that you're stuck in that 2 of Swords energy with. So anyway, guys, that's all I got. Take care. Bye.